Now I started with the design of axially loaded column. Now let us consider a problem. Design a short RC column to carry an axial load of 1500 kilonewton and mild steel reinforcement is used. Now first, what is the given data? The axial load acting on the column is given 1500 kilonewton, which is equal to 1500 into 10 to the power 3 Newton. Now grades of the concrete is given, M20 grade concrete is given and mild steel is given. So M20 grade concrete, it means the permissible stress in concrete under direct compression will be 5 Newton per mm square. That value we are getting from the IS 456. Similarly, the permissible stress in steel, that is sigma SC, which is equal to 130 Newton per mm square. That value we are also getting from the IS 456, page number 82 will be gives this value, permissible stresses in the material. Now in this problem, we have to assume that the longitudinal reinforcement either 1% or the 2% of the gross area of the column. So here what we are doing, we are assuming the longitudinal reinforcement will be 1% of the gross area of the column. So area of the reinforcement, that is main steel, is equal to 1% of the gross area. So 0.01 into Ag. So Ag is nothing but the area of the column. Now first you have to calculate the net area of the concrete, and this net area of the concrete is given as AC is the net area of the concrete, and which is equal to gross area of the column minus area of the steel reinforcement. So Ag minus this AC is nothing but 0.01 into Ag. So we are put up this value here. So what we are getting, net area of the concrete is net area of the concrete is equal to 0.99 Ag, that is gross area of the column. Then load carrying capacity of the short column will be given as, the given column is short column 1. So load carrying capacity is equal to sigma Cc into AC plus sigma SC into ASC. So P is equal to 1500 into 10 to the power 3 is equal to, permissible stress in concrete is 5. Now net area of the concrete is, we are calculating here 0.99 Ag. So put up this value here, which is plus 130 into area of the steel reinforcement. So after simplifying this equation, what we are getting, the area of the column, that is cross area of the column, that is A over Ag, which is equal to 24000 mm square. So this is the gross area of the column. Now let us assume column is to be a square column. Either we have to assume the column will be the square column or the rectangular or the circular column. So here what we are assuming, the column as a square column. Let B is the side of the column. Then this side of the square will be given as, so area is of the square is equal to B square, that is side square is equal to area, and this B is equal to under root of the A. So B is equal to under root of the A we are calculating from here, we are put up the value here. So what we are getting, the one side of the square column, which is equal to 489. So go to the higher side. So what we are getting, width, that is area of the, or one side of the column B, which is equal to 490 mm. Now hence the column will be having size equal to, because we are assuming the square column, hence the size of the column will be the 490 mm by 490 mm. That is, this is the width of the column, this is the depth of the column. Now we have to calculate the area of the longitudinal reinforcement. Initial stages we are assuming the area of reinforcement is equal to 1% of the Ag. So 1% of this Ag, and Ag we are calculating, that is gross area of the column, which is equal to 24000 mm square. So we have to put up here value. So what is we are getting, ASC is equal to 2400 mm square. So this is the area of the reinforcement. Now we have to calculate the number of bars required. So let us assume 20 mm diameter steel bars are to be provided. Hence the number of bars required is equal to total area of the reinforcement divided by area of the one bar. So this is the total area of the reinforcement, 2400, pi by 4 into 20 square will be indicate the area of the one bar. So after simplifying this, we are getting 7.64. So again go to the higher side. So we are providing the 8 number of the bars. Hence we have to provide 8 number of bars of 20 mm diameter steel. Now this is regarding to the longitudinal reinforcement. Then we have to go for the design of the lateral tie, that is the transverse reinforcement or your stirrups. Now first one, what is the criteria for the diameter of the lateral ties? The diameter of the lateral ties should not be less than 1/4 of the diameter of longitudinal reinforcement. So which is equal to 1/4 of the, what is the diameter of the longitudinal reinforcement we are assuming? We are assuming the 20 mm. So 1/4 of the 20, so we are getting the 5 mm. or second one will be the diameter of the lateral ties should not be less than 6 mm. Now these are the two values, so we have to provide the whichever is the greater one or whichever is the more from this two one. So here the 6 mm is the greater, so we have to provide 6 mm diameter steel bar as a lateral tie. Now next one we have to go for the calculation of the spacing of this lateral ties. So what is the first one? So spacing should be least lateral dimension, which is equal to B, and which is equal to size of the column, which is equal to 490 mm. Now second criteria will be the 16 times diameter of the main bar. So here we are providing the 20 mm as a main steel, so 60 into 20, so what we are getting 320 mm. Then third criteria will be the 48 times diameter of the stirrups, so 48 multiplied by the 6, that is the diameter we are assuming for the transverse reinforcement or the stirrups. So 48 into 6, which is equal to 288 mm. And the fourth criteria will be the 300 mm. So we have to provide the lesser of these four values. So what is the lesser value? So here the 288 value will be the lesser one. So hence provide the stirrups of 6 mm at 280 mm center to center. What is value we are getting? 288. So in practice it is very difficult to provide this 288 mm. So what we are doing, we are again, it will be reduces towards the lesser value. So what we are assuming the spacing of the lateral ties, that is the 280 mm center to center. This is the position of your lateral tie. So this is the final sketch what we are getting after the designing of the column. So we are providing this are the main steel bars, which is 18 number, and this is your lateral ties or the stirrups, and this will be indicates the your clear cover to the column, which should not be less than the 40 mm or the main diameter of the steel bar. So here we are assuming the clear cover as a 40 mm. So this is regarding to the design of the RCC's short column. Then next we have to go for the another problem. So here calculate the area of the steel required for RC column having size equal to 350 mm by 450 mm in cross section to carry an axial load of 1000 kilonewton. Assume grade of the concrete as M20 grade and Fe415 steel. So here the load will be given 1000 kilonewton. So M20 grade concrete is given. So permissible stress will be again the 5 Newton per mm square, and Fe415 steel is given. So permissible stress in the steel will be the 190 Newton per mm square. That two value we are getting from the IS1. Then B, that is width of the column is given 350 mm, and the depth of the column will be given the 450 mm. Now first step is we have to calculate the gross area of the column. So this gross area of the column, that is AG, is equal to A, that is gross area of the column, which is equal to B multiplied by D, that is width multiplied by depth. Width will be 350, depth will be the 450. So after simplifying this, we are getting this 157500 mm square, that is the gross area of the column. Now here B and D are the dimensions, so we have to calculate the value. So here the gross area is given, so what we have to calculate? We have to calculate the actual area of the steel required for this given column. So load carrying capacity will be again given as P is equal to sigma Cc, that is stress in concrete multiplied by net area of the concrete plus stress in the steel, permissible stress in the steel, into area of the reinforcement. That is the unknown. Now we have to calculate this unknown. So P is known one, so put up the value. P is known one, 1000 into 10 to the power 3 Newton. Permissible stress in concrete is 5 into gross area of the column. This AC is nothing but AG minus ASC. That is total gross net area of the concrete is nothing but total area of the section minus area of the steel reinforcement. Then we are getting the area of the concrete. So gross area is we are calculating 157500 minus ASC will be your, that we have to calculate, plus stress in steel, that is 190 into ASC. After simplifying this one, only we are getting the area of the steel reinforcement as a 1148.65 mm square. Now also we have to take the minimum steel required. So minimum steel required for the column should not be less than 0.8% of the gross area of the column. So ASC minimum required is 0.8 divided by 100 into area, gross area of the column 157500. After simplifying this one, we are getting this is the minimum area of the steel required 1260. And what is the we are getting from the load calculation? This is the area from the load consideration 1148.65. So we have to provide this at least minimum area of the steel reinforcement 1260 mm square. Hence, in this problem, you have to provide the area of the steel reinforcement as 1260 mm square. Now, let us assume 16 mm diameter steel bars. Then calculate the number of bars, that is 1260 divided by area of the one bar. So this is the area of the one bar. So we are getting the number of the bars required, that is 6 number of the bars are to be required one. Then we have to go for the design of the lateral ties again. So first one, diameter of the lateral ties should not be less than 1/4 of the main diameter, that is 1/4 of the 16, which is equal to 4 and 6 mm. And the spacing should not be lesser of the minimum dimension of the column, that is 350 mm. Then spacing should be 16 times diameter of the main steel, so 16 into 16, that is 256. Then spacing should not be greater of 48 times diameter of the lateral tie. So here we are providing 6 mm lateral tie, so 48 times 6, that is we are getting the 288. And the last one, spacing should not be greater than the 300 mm. So we have to, these are the 4 criteria for the spacing. We have to provide the lesser of this one. So hence we are provide 6 mm pi at 250 mm center to center, because this will be the lesser value. Again we have to go for the lesser of this one. So we are getting the 250 mm center to center. So this is about the design of the column, rectangular column. Then we have to go for the another one problem, that is a column go for this one, that is the design of the circular column. So design a short circular RC column to carry an axial load of 488 kilonewton. Use M20 grade concrete and Fe415 steel. So in this problem, the loading acting on the column is given 488 kilonewton. So M20 grade of the concrete is given. So these are the two are the design constant, that is 5 Newton per mm square for the concrete, and sigma SC will be the 190 Newton per mm square, that is for the steel. Now let us assume we are providing the 2% of the longitudinal reinforcement as a gross area. So area of the steel reinforcement is equal to 2% of the gross area of the column. So 2% of this one. So this will be the gross area of the column. So what is we are getting? This ASC is equal to 0.02 times AG. Now next step, you have to calculate the net area of the concrete. So net area of the concrete, which is AC and which is nothing but the gross area minus area of the steel reinforcement. So AG minus, we have to put up the value of the ASC as a 0.02 times AG, 0.02 times AG. So what is the area of the concrete? 0.98 times gross area of the column. Now again the load carrying capacity, we know the formula, P is equal to sigma CC AC plus sigma AC into AC. Now put up the all known values. Load is known one, we have to put up the load. Then we have to put up the permissible stresses and the value of the AC. And after simplifying this one, we are getting the area of the gross area of the column, that is AG, and which is equal to A, which is equal to 56091.94 mm square. Now here we are providing a circular column. So let us, D is the diameter of the column, and which is, then the area of the column will be given as area is equal to pi by 4 into D square. So what is the area we are getting after simplifying? We are getting the area, this is the area. Now put up this value here. So after, and this area must be equal to pi by 4 into D square. After simplifying this one, so what is we are getting? We are getting the diameter of the circular column. So this is the diameter of your circular column. So 267.954, this is the diameter. So what is the diameter we are getting? 270 mm. So let us provide a column having diameter equal to 270 mm. Now we have to go for the calculation of the longitudinal reinforcement, and this longitudinal reinforcement AS is equal to, we are assuming the longitudinal reinforcement will be the 2% of the gross area. So 2 divided by 100 into gross area will be this one. So after simplifying this one, so what is we are getting? We are getting this area of the steel reinforcement as a 1121.820 mm square. Now let us assume 16 mm diameter steel bars, then calculate the number of bars required for the column. So number of bars is equal to total area of the steel provided divided by area of the one bar. So pi by 4 into 16 square. After simplifying this equation, we are getting the number of bars as a 5.5, and which is nearly equal to, so which is go to the higher side one, so it will be provided as a 6. So we have to provide 6 mm, 6 number of the bars of 16 mm diameter steel as a longitudinal reinforcement. Again we have to go for the design of the lateral ties. So again diameter of this lateral tie should be 1/4 of this diameter of the main steel, that is 16, which is equal to 4 mm. Then 5 must be equal to 6 mm. So you have to provide the greater of these two one. So you have to provide the 6 mm. Now here we are calculating the spacing. So the spacing should be equal to size one of the side of the column, that is smaller size, that is 270 mm. This S must be equal to 16 times diameter of the main steel. So 16 into, we are providing the 16 mm diameter as a longitudinal reinforcement. So S is equal to 256 mm. This S must be 48 times diameter of the lateral tie. So here we are providing the 6 mm lateral tie. So S is equal to 288 mm, or S must be equal to 380. So we are having these 4 values of the spacing of the stirrups, and we have to provide the lesser of this two one. So here the 256 is the lesser one. So hence we are providing the 6 mm diameter steel bar as a lateral reinforcement or transverse reinforcement at 250 mm center to center. So this is the final sketch we are getting.